Hey Hillary, this is my proposal for the multimodal project. So I think I have decided on talking about the family and talking about the various families that we do have. Um, we have our biological families, our parents, our, you know, sisters, brothers, etc. And then we have the sort of familial units that we create, our friends, our, I don't know, etceteras, our partners, our, whomever. And I had originally come up with this idea when we read Stone Butch Blues back in the beginning of the semester, like 10 years ago. And I was really interested that Jess she had all these conflicts with her real family, but when she was finally sort of becoming one with the LGBT butch femme community, that's when she gained this second family. And it was really the second family that took care of her a lot more than her parents ever did or could. So, so some sort of questions I have in approaching this, not questions for you, but just, I guess, questions for what I want to answer throughout the project. I don't know that these are really my goals, but it's what it is. So one of my questions is, can we have more than one family? I feel like I've probably already established that yes, we can. Another question is, do we need family? Can we just be by ourselves? And which family is better? Or is one family better or worse than the other? I think that in the case with Jess, she probably, in some ways, learned lessons from both of her families. And you could even argue that each individual cluster of people that she interacted with were different families. You had her more parental family unit of Butch Al and Jackie and some of the other people at Tifka's who really kind of helped her realize what it is to be a butch and how to treat a femme and, all that fun stuff. So a kind of expanded question within the question to which family is better. Is it the one who loves you the most? Which, again, could be either family. In Jess's situation, her biological family treated her like shit. And her other, her butch family, while it may seem like they, at times, treated her kind of shitty, it was all for the end goal of teaching her how to be a butch. And in that society, you need you need those tools. You need that sort of tough love. So which family is better? The one who loves you the most, or the ones who help you and teach you to survive? And again, I think that was basically already what I just said. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here. So some more questions within questions are, can a family do both of these things? Can they love you the most, and can they teach you to survive? And also, can we, well, not we, but can anyone expect a family to be responsible for both? When we're in a family, either with our parents or our siblings, or with our friends, do we expect them to teach us everything we need to know and give us those kind of tools for survival, or at least lay the foundation so that we can learn those ourselves? Or do we just want love? So I lost my train of thought. Oh, and then not only that, but how do legal guardians fit in with that? If you're adopted or if you live with your grandparents, how does that change at all? So I was thinking that I could integrate the multi-genre component into this. So, which we've talked about in class. And so I think my sort of multimodal aspect will come in. I've created a Tumblr page. It's private right now, but when I start posting things, I'm going to make it public so that all of my current followers and anyone else in the class can follow it and, kind of look at it through the creation process, or, whatever. So I'm hoping that I figured I would leave each post open to comments so that anyone and everyone from Tumblr can comment negative or positively from what I have to say. I also thought I could incorporate the reblogging option. Obviously, I wouldn't count that in with my stuff. It would just be, like the bonus, just be some bonus stuff. And I'll tag everything so that everyone from Tumblr can see it, and so that it's a really global project. And it's something that everyone has experience with, whether they have a great family life at home, or if they have a great family life at school or at work or whatever, or if they don't have a family and they're just by themselves. So my goals that I just came up with 5 minutes ago are to make an illumination, which is something that I did in my philosophy and Shakespeare class in high school, and I will post a link to the one that I made in the description of this YouTube video. So basically, it's just you take a piece of text, and in this one I took a chunk from Richard III, and you record the passage, you record yourself reading the passage, and then you can underscore it with music, and you have images that sort of emphasize some of the keywords or some of the really emphasized words in the passage. So I think that that's one way to kind of hit some of the rhetoric home in works like Before Night Falls and or Stone Butch Blues, so that I'm incorporating some of our class material into my final project. Also, I want to include at least 8 to 10 pieces. I'm guessing it'll probably be quite a bit of poetry, but I'm also thinking interviews might be good. Some of my photography I figured I could include. That's kind of what I have off the top of my head. And then I really want to make people think about these questions that I posed earlier in my video, and really think about the families that they have and how they impact their families and how their families impact them. So that's what I got for you. I hope it sounds pretty feasible. I'm sure it'll, as I go further, I'm sure it'll hone in a little bit more. So, well, that's all I got. So I'll see you tomorrow.